Welcome back. It is Monday, June 24th in the MLB, and our four best bets are on the way. It is Austin, joined by Logan. Today, joined by your guys' favorite guest. Get it out! The broom is here. A 2-0 sweep last night. Exactly what we needed. And normally we wouldn't bring out the broom for just a 2-0 day, but the fact that it was a 2-0 day on two-unit plays, hey, we'll take it. Let's talk about do a victory lap, dive into today's picks. I had Framber Valdez over 17.5 outs. The first inning didn't look great, but then he was dialed in. He threw 7 innings pitched. He was dominant, shut out that Orioles team. Then Logan did not have a sweat-free winner. Mets Cubs under 8.5. I mean, oh man, there's so many runners in scoring position. And then you thought, oh, we got a chance. Here comes Edwin Diaz. Ejected. That was just, I don't even know what the heck happened in that ninth inning, but we will take a 2-0 day plus 3.38 units. Let's try to do it all over again today. We appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Do us a favor, go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. We got a lot more videos coming the rest of the summer. And I think, spoiler, we'll have a separate MLB video, maybe with some more props and stuff. Maybe not this week or maybe later on this week. We might start doing 2 videos a day since we're in the dog days of summer. We just got baseball on to bet. And I guess if you're betting the Euros, you can do that as well. But we're just talking about baseball today. Let's dive into the picks. The first pick of the day should be no surprise. It is our parlay of the day on Odds Checker. Now, this is going to be our only hit parlay of the day. So if you're interested in our 2 favorite hitters, go check it out. Top link in description in the pinned comment. I don't have another one in this video, but if you were tailing them yet, last week we cashed 4 straight. Now we're going for a 5th straight for the Odds Checker hit parlays. A reminder, top link in description, pinned comment, and I'll probably link it at the end of the video once it is live around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Now, I'm going to dive into my favorite pick of the day. It is not going to be a 2-unit play today. There is not anything I love for 2 units, but it has been my most confident play, and then we'll end the video with the Nerfy as well as Logan's favorite pick of the day. And we're just going to do this one for 1 unit, because I don't want to lose 2 units fading one of the best teams in baseball. As I'm taking the Dodgers, first 5 team total under 2.5 runs, minus 130 on DraftKings. It's a little bit juiced, minus 130, maybe, but you don't really see Logan or I ever go higher than minus 130. That's typically my cutoff. Maybe I'd play this to minus 140. If you don't have first 5 team totals, because this is a DraftKings bet, Fanatics does have it. If you're interested in signing up for them, there's probably a link down below in the description you can do for some bonus bets there. But today I really want to fade this Dodgers team against, the Garrett Crochet, who's been absolutely just a sensation for this White Sox team. And if there's ever going to be a game for the White Sox to win, maybe in this series, it would probably be this one with Crochet on the mound. I mean, the Dodgers are only minus 140-ish on the money line, and that's a lot of respect for Crochet, given, the White Sox, to be honest, they have not been good this year. They have, I think, one of the worst records in MLB history so far through 80-ish games. But you see Crochet, he's going to enter this one, and we're going to need him locked in. This season, a 3.25 ERA and a .95 whip. It's been even better, and his expected numbers are even better. His expected ERA to 2.43. So they're expecting some regression in a positive regression for him, progression, whatever you want to call it, 96th percentile. His expected batting average is to 192. That's 94th percentile. He's actually pitched even better at home, 2.61 ERA. So this guy's been really good in Chicago, and I expect him to be pretty good today against this Dodgers offense. Now, since the start of May, he's been even better. In May, he pitched 5 times. In those starts, he allowed 1-1-1 and 3 or 1-1. No, I'm all over the place. 1, then 3 straight 0 earned run starts, and then 2 earned runs. He had a 4-1 record, a .93 ERA, and a 155 batting average allowed. That was in May. In June, pitched pretty well again. 2.61 ERA so far in June, allowing 1-1-1 and 3 earned runs. Obviously, the 3 we don't want to see today unless he gives up the 3rd and the 6th, which he did in that last start against the Astros. And you look at his other props, I mean, they expect him to pitch pretty well. His earned runs line sitting at 1.5 minus 160. So they think maybe he gives up 2, but also his outs line is sitting at, 17.5 juice. So maybe the second comes in that 6th inning. And if they were to move it up to 2.5, I imagine the 2.5 would be like plus 130, plus 140. So I think we're getting good value here. His hits allowed 4.5. His walks allowed only 1.5. So they're not expecting a ton of base runners. And his strikeout prop is a juiced 7.5 line to a Dodgers team that's, kind of middle of the pack for strikeouts. Another thing I love about Crochet, he could give up some base runners, but this season, 197 batting average with runners in scoring position, which drops to 107 when there's a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. He's been so good. I think the White Sox have any chance of competing today. It is because he pitches pretty well. We don't need him to pitch, the best game in the world. He could give up 2 runs through 5, which honestly wouldn't be great for what he's been doing since the start of May. I think he has a pretty good start in him. If you just look at the other Dodger props, Ohtani bases plus 110. Ohtani HRR is like minus 125. Look, if that's free, I know nothing. I think he pitched pretty well today. And I think if he does give up some hits, he can pitch around them, get those strikeouts when he needs to. I really like Garrett Crochet today. I will back him. Give me his over, or give me, the Dodgers team total under 2.5 runs in the first five, my favorite pick of the day. I'm not doing 2 units because it is a little disrespectful to fade the Dodgers, but I will do it just today, just through the first five. They can score 20 runs after the first 5 innings. But Logan, I want your pick of the day. Where are you headed?
Yeah, for this pick, I'm heading out to St. Louis. And just like you, I like this pick a lot. Don't love it as much as I did on Sunday to make it 2 units. So I'm going to go ahead and stick at just 1 unit, but I do really like this play a lot. I'm taking the Cardinals first 5 money line, minus 106 odds on FanDuel is your best value here. I'm sticking in just the first 5 because I think this Cardinals team, they've been scoring early recently. They treated us very nicely when I took their first 5 money line a few games ago in that first series against the Giants, and I want to back them in a first 5 against a young pitcher. Braves coming off a series in Yankee Stadium, pretty emotional, right? Going to the Bronx and facing a really talented Yankees team is always, emotional. And then now you got to get on the road, fly across country out to the Midwest where you're playing the Cardinals. I like this spot for St. Louis. Now it's going to be veteran versus young guy. Let's talk about the vet first. Lance Lynn starts for the Cardinals, 4.08 ERA, 1.43 WHIP for Lance Lynn. So okay numbers. He's had his good and his bad this year. But what I do really like is his numbers against the Braves lineup specifically. In 126 plate appearances against Lance Lynn, this Braves roster is only hitting 173 against Lynn. That's very important because I would never ever back Lance Lynn if they were hitting like 280 or something like that against him. Because Lance Lynn is a special pitcher. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, and when you have Lance Lynn's number, oh man, it can get ugly really quickly. Over the last 10 days, the Braves are only hitting 237 against righties. That's 18th in the majors. I don't care what you want to say. This Braves offense is not what they were last year. I don't have a problem fading them. Lance Lynn only allows a 239 batting average at home compared to a 273 on the road. ERAs can lie, right? That's why I look to batting averages, and Lance Lynn is significantly better at allowing those hits, not allowing those hits at home. And then I think if we look at on the other side, I think I see a decisive advantage for the Cardinals bats as well. Starts against Spencer Schwellenbach, starts for the Braves, 4.98 ERA, 1.2 WHIP. Now I haven't faded or backed Schwellenbach at all this year, but what I do really like is that he's coming off an amazing start. When young pitchers come off a really good start, I'm normally looking to fade just because it's not sustainable, right? 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts against Detroit was his most recent start. I mean, that he was excellent, lights out in that one. And if you look at though in that start, that was at home. Now he's on the road where he has a 6.75 ERA in 2 road games versus a 3.27 ERA in 2 home games. Obviously, young pitchers like the familiarity of pitching at home better. Well, here he is on the road in a tough spot because this Cardinals offense, look, say what you want. Early in the year, they were terrible, unbackable. Now they are backable. They've scored 4, 5, and 6 runs in the last 3 first 5 innings. Very important. If you're going to back a team in the first 5, you got to make sure they're scoring consistently through 5 innings. First, second time through the order. The Cardinals have been doing just that. Over the last 10 days, the Cardinals 6th in batting average against righties, hitting 290. They're seeing right-handed pitching well. They're also hitting 281 at home over the last 10 days. We saw what the Cardinals did against Logan Webb yesterday. I mean, woof. They pitch-to-contact pitcher like Logan Webb just didn't even know what hit him. I think he'll have like 8 hits or something like that. I really do like the Cardinals bats right now. I think they are hot, and I think we gotta find a way to back them. Look at St. Louis too, 10th in batting average with runners in scoring position over the last 10 days. Atlanta's just 26th. A decisive advantage there for the Cardinals in this one. Give me the Cardinals on the first 5 money line. I don't care really what happens full game because, again, that's where things can get weird. Cardinals do most of their bulk of their scoring in the early portion. I like their first 5 money line. But, Austin, you know what time it is.
It's Nerfy Nation time, baby. Get out the flag. Get out the rock music. Nerfy Nation is back for this Monday slate. And boy, do we got a good one cooked up for y'all today. We've been trying to be hesitant on our Nerfies, which ones we choose, but we really like this one, and we're just going to dive right into it because we're heading to Tampa Bay. We're actually heading to St. Petersburg, Florida. Mariners, Rays, taking the Nerfy. Minus 125 on Caesars, no run first inning. You can take the tie if you want to lay more juice, or just you take the under 0.5 runs here. Now, let's talk about the weather here. In Florida, pretty good weather, but the wind's blowing in. I'm just kidding. There's no weather in. They play in a dome in St. Petersburg. But we'll talk about Taj Bradley, who will go for the Rays, and we need 3 outs from him. So far this season, 6-2 on Nerfies, 5-0 at home. If you look at his splits, very good at home. On the road, he's been a little bit suspect. I'm probably not backing Taj Bradley on the road, but we looked against the Mariners offense. They are 16th in first inning runs. I feel like when the Mariners score in the first inning, they're putting up like 2, 3, 4 runs. So when they score a lot, and that's fine with us. We're just taking the under half a run. If they want to score 5, we'll just live with it. I'd rather than score 5 than score 1 on a solo blast. But Bradley, some things I love about him. He's tough to see first time through the order, just allowing a 162 batting average in that first time against him. Also, when 2 outs, runners in scoring position, typically what decides a Nerfy, Bradley, .077 batting average with 2 outs and a runner on. I think he can get us those first 3 outs. He's been really, really good at home. I think he can dominate this Mariners offense. His strikeout props like 6.5. He can go probably get 7 Ks, maybe even the first inning against that Mariners team, how bad they are at striking out. I love Taj Bradley. He's getting those first 3 outs. Logan, who needs to take us home against the Rays offense, which loves to troll us?
Yeah, Brian Wu, get the job done for us. Please, Wu. Wu, 6-1 on Nerfies this year, 3-1 Nerfies on the road. He's coming off his only Nerfy of the year versus the Guardians. The Guardians really ambushed him in that one. Again, though, that the Guardians in Cleveland, really, really tough offense to face. The 4 lefties to start the game was his worst split in that one. The Rays do not have the lefty stack like the Guardians do, which is good news for Brian Wu. Also good news, the Rays 20th in first inning runs. This is more the back of the pack type offense in the first inning. I'm fine totally fading them. Wu is only allowing a .098 batting average to righties, which is excellent. We need that today because, you got Yandy Diaz up there who's a known guy to be able to get on base. He ruined the Nerfy yesterday in that Paul Skeens start. And then also, Wu is only allowing a 132 batting average first time through the order. So like Taj Bradley, he's good first time through the order. And with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, when we need that last out to cash the Nerfy, he's only allowing a 143 batting average. I love all those stats. And like you said, Austin, the air conditioning in the Trop today, it's blowing in, actually. It's really going to help us in this one. Nerfy Nation, let's fly the flags.
Fly the flags, baby. Those are our favorite Nerfy of the day. But we've been hesitant to back Nerfies because the wind has been blowing out in a lot of stadiums, and it's pretty hot weather. So going to a place with AC, we'll certainly take that. I think we got a good chance at cashing that one. Our favorite Nerfy of the day. Those are our 4 favorite picks of the day. A recap, since you don't have a little scrolling ticker at the bottom. I was here on Mariners Race Nerfy. We're on Logan's pick, Cardinals first 5 money line. We are also on the Dodgers under first 5 team total, 2.5. And our final pick of the day, parlay of the day, it is linked on the screen. Go check it out. Our 2 favorite hitters to get a hit. And we think they're going to get the job done. Those are 4 favorite picks. Let's continue that 2-0 momentum from yesterday. No 2-unit plays today, but hopefully it is a 4-0 sweep. And we'll see you guys back tomorrow, hopefully with the brooms out. See you guys then. Peace.